Hey, yo, welcome. What up? This is not a podcast. It's just my thoughts with Rob Markman. I'm back, y'all. I had to go out to LA last week for a little minute. Shout out to everybody who tuned in. I dropped a video from out there, the Tommy Richmond video. It's always a little weird when I'm not in my space, right? Like this is where I'm comfortable. This is just where it goes down at. So it's always a little weird when there's a topic or something we need to discuss and I got to do it on the road. The settings aren't quite right. The audio may be a little bit off. The color may be a little bit off. So those are the things that bother me and that I want to perfect. But I appreciate y'all for riding out with me, man. Y'all still rode out with me. And, we got a lot of support. And I thought, first of all, we had a lot of good conversation in the comments last week. But this show I'm building, I'm feeling some real energy around it. TMZ posted Tommy Richmond video from last week. And, it's not just me here on screen, right? Like that's a big part of it. Again, I'm shooting, I'm editing, I'm posting, I'm doing everything myself. But I think what separates this channel from so many is really, really the community that we're building, the conversations that we have in the comments. I try to respond to each and every one of you, even when I don't agree with you. I think that energy is what's really catching on and what makes people want to spotlight or kind of talk about what we're doing here. I even feel it when I'm out in the real world. I was out at the airport and one of the security guys, they do the security kind of direct traffic outside of the airport, when people pick up and they try to keep those lanes moving. One of the guys over there shouted me out when I was moving to the airport and just said he loved the way the channel is moving, the way I kind of represent the culture, man. So shout out to Black over at JFK, bro. I appreciate it, man. But shout out to y'all. So the last couple of videos have been on the spicy side, I guess, between the Tommy Richmond video and J. Cole, She Knows, and that controversy. I was following that. And I don't want to be someone who thrives off of controversy. I won't run from it, but I'm always going to be here to provide context. I'm always going to be here to give factual information, informed opinions when I can, because I do have opinions and I do give opinions, but, the most informed opinions that I could give y'all. But we're also here for the music, and I want to spotlight joints. I want to spotlight artists. I do that as well. So shout out to Leon Thomas. He dropped his new album. This is his second official album, all right? If y'all don't know Leon Thomas, first of all, the album is called Mutt. Let's just get that out the way. But if y'all don't know Leon Thomas, he's an R&B singer. He's a songwriter. He's a producer. He's an actor. As a young man, he played Andre on the show Victorious, that was Victoria Justice. That was where Ariana Grande got her big start. He was the voice for Tyrone for the Backyardigans. For those of you that remember that cartoon, I don't know how young y'all are, if y'all got kids or little cousins or little brothers and sisters that used to watch the Backyardigans, but that was a cool show. He was on Insecure. He had a role on Fear the Walking Dead. Dude is just super talented. And I met him back when he was signed with Rostrum Records. Shout out to my man, Artie Pitt. Shout out to Benji. And I interviewed him for MTV. This had to be around 2012, 2013, if I remember correctly. Dude, aside from being an artist, producer and songwriter as well, right? So he produced a bunch of joints for Ariana Grande. He's produced for Post Malone and Kehlani. He produced Burn on the first Vultures album with Ty Dolla $ign and Ye. He was part of that production team. He and Babyface were part of the production team on SZA's Snooze. I've seen Leon play. He plays instruments, like sings. Like, dude is one of those ones. Like, I've seen him in action. He's actually about to hit the road with Ty Dolla $ign, and then he's gonna launch his own tour. Like, I can't wait to see him live. Dude is one of them ones for real. I was in LA like 3 weeks ago, not this last LA trip, but like 3 weeks ago, the trip before, and shot something special with him. I'm behind the scenes. I put something special together with him. I can't talk about it right now, but it should be out shortly, and I'll be sure to let y'all know what it is. I can't wait till it drops, man. But Leon is one of those ones. So Mutt is the album. It is dope. It's an R&B album, so if you're in the R&B, I suggest you check it out if you haven't already. It's on Motown and Easy Money Records. Easy Money Records is Ty Dolla $ign's label, all right? And it's just like vibey R&B with a little bit of edge, right? So this is what Leon had to say about the album, because it's conceptual in a sense. It's a breakup album, but he says the album Mutt was created shortly after a significant breakup. During the relationship, my ex had given me a dog, and I started working on my album in my new home. I began to notice similarities between my dog's behavior and my own. My puppy had never received formal training, and his behavior inspired the song I was writing. So he's saying he's a mutt. He's a dog, and the metaphor, right? Like that all men are dogs and stuff like that. So it's really an interesting album from a conceptual level too. He says it made me think about the give and take in relationships, the struggle for obedience. My dog is not a pure breed. He's a mutt. While writing the title track for my album, I came up with the theme for this collection of songs. Even though my dog may sometimes make a mess in the house or bark loudly at neighbors, I know he means well. This became a metaphor for not being a perfect partner, but having good intentions. So, that kind of sets up the album if you're wondering what this album is about. Mutt is the first single. Plus, he has a Freddie Gibbs remix on there. Freddie is always good for a dope verse. Speaking of verses, he linked with Wale on Feelings on Silent. Super, super dope record. Conductor Williams actually produced on that track as well. Him and Masego have a song called what was the name of the song with him and Masego? Now y'all gonna make me Lucid Dreams. Him and Masego had Lucid Dreams, which is dope. He got Ty Dolla $ign on a song called Far Fetched. I think that's the second single. Vibes Don't Lie might be my favorite. The hook is like vibes don't lie like the mouth do. So, like actions speak louder than words, right? You could lie to me out your mouth, but the vibes don't lie. So Vibes Don't Lie is a dope song. And Dancing with Demons. Those two are probably my two favorite off the project. But I've been listening to the album all week when I was out in LA, just like vibing with it. And I bought it, right? Like I've been streaming it, but I went to the iTunes store and I bought it as well because it felt like, damn, I need to have this. I wanted to support the record more than just like a couple of streams. You remember I said, right? It's something like 1,500 streams equals one sale. I'm like, well, I'm not going to stream it 1,500 times. Let me buy it. And I've been listening to it. But if you're into R&B, it's a really, really dope vibe. Check it out if you haven't heard it. And then let me know what you think, what you have heard it, or if you've been listening to it, let me know what you think. Let me know your favorite songs. And then if you're just listening to anything else, any new music right now, I talk back in the comments. So let me know. Like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Until the next time, we'll be back. All right? Peace.